This is a video to demonstrate some of the new features in Positrak Pro version 2068. For a complete list of release notes, you can follow the link in the video here. The release notes are grouped so that you can see what's new, what's changed, and what's been fixed. There are some new features in the Positrak catalog as of version 2068. First of all, when doing a vehicle lookup, when selecting year, make, model, and engine, once you're at the part categories, you will see a new row of quick select categories at the top. These are dynamically generated from all the lookup data that we receive from thousands of lookups every day. These are the most popular categories for the vehicle that you have looked up. So you can click directly on the category, go straight to it. You can also click on the quick select header there to see the full list of part categories that have been looked up for this vehicle, and they are ranked by popularity. Also in the interchange now stores recent history. So you can use a drop down here to see the interchange history of what you've looked up and jump straight back to a particular interchange. There have been some adjustments made in price calculation at point of sale. In previous versions, there have been rounding options. In 2067, we even added a way to add line exceptions and pricing rules. You can go back and look at those, but in preferences, you have rounding options under price updating, default options, and these apply to all lines. I'll just select round to $49.99, save. But previously, those would only apply to the price fields. So when you ran a price update, it would round just the price field, stock and dealer, dealer and user, and so on, as desired. Now, as of 2068, those same rules will also apply to pricing calculated on the fly. So if you have account discounts that are calculated or default price level that is calculated from cost up, those same rounding options will apply. Also new in 2068, if you utilize price models, if you have an account assigned to a price model, they will now use the price model's default price level and list factor. So I've got this account set to use number one cash customer as a price model. And if I look at their pricing structure, this account uses a price model, the default price level and factor from the model will be used. The menus have been reconstructed in 2068 in most screens. Rather than seeing just a text label on the left side where there are menu options, you'll now just see actual buttons, and this will allow us to fit in more options. And in particular, you may see these what are called split buttons that have additional report options or different tasks that you can choose. So if you click on a split button, you'll see a menu drop down with additional options. There's a new screen in the inventory menu. When you pull up a part, there's an option for alternates, tags, aliases, and force pricing. This is a lot of just additional part data about this part. And this option has always been here, but when you click on it now, it's all been condensed into one form, which is much more convenient. Everything is right on one screen, and you can see all this additional data with the tabs across the top. So you can add alternates, price breaks, anything here directly from this one screen. And for reference, there also is a shortcut to get to that menu in point of sale. So if you're in point of sale, just pull up the part, and you can use I here for additional part information, and it brings you to the same place. In purchase orders, as of 2068, the back order option is now a per vendor option. Previously, this was just a global preference that applied to all vendors, but now you can go to Edit Suppliers, and you can turn off back orders per vendor. So if you just want to disable for this one vendor while leaving it on for the rest of them, you can do that. There are a few new user preferences. First of all, under End of Day, End of Month options, there's a new option here for print statements for accounts with credit balances. So you can turn that on if you choose to do so. In the inventory, modify inventory preferences, there's a new option for add alternate parts conversely. So what this does is when you add an alternate part, it not only links from primary to secondary part, but it also links it the other way around from secondary back to primary. Also, there's a require reason code when making inventory adjustments. This feature itself was added a few versions back, but there's a way now to add your own custom reason codes. So for the sake of demonstration, I'll add one, save, and show you how that works. So when making inventory changes, manual corrections, it will require you to select a reason code. So if it's a receiving error, spot check, whatever it is, I'll choose demo, save, and it tracks those. So you can go to adjustments, and you could see that I took one out of inventory today, and there's the reason code there. There is a way in preferences now to restore a deleted account. So under preferences, accounts receivable, you can choose option number 4, restore deleted account, enter the account number, and restore. That's all for the release notes for 2068. Be sure to follow the link to see the full list of notes, and give us a call to schedule an update.